Okay, guys, it is now 2019. I mean, it's not for me because I'm from the past, but yeah, 2019, man, what is years? They go by so fast. So you probably watched Ursula's video, and if you haven't, I guess you should watch that. But I'm gonna do basically the same thing that she did. I'm going to talk about what I've achieved this year insofar as comics and art go, and then I'm going to talk about my goals for this year, 2019. Wow. All right. So this year I did a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff I'm proud of. It was a very good year. I mean, it might not have been, but I'm like one of those focus on the positive thing peoples, and yeah, I feel like I come out of every year being like, yeah, that was all right. But, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was horrible. But anyways, okay. So number one, let's do 10 things like Ursula did, Okay, so number one, this year I finished my Magpie script. It is 7 volumes of scripts, and it took me a few years, but I finally did it. And you can point and be like, hey, Bones, you're supposed to have the script finished before you make a comic. And yeah, it's true. You should. But I didn't. And now I at least have it all done. And I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm glad I got it done. And this goal was actually one that I looked back on my list of goals from 2018. And it was on my list of to-dos. So that means that I kept one resolution. So I'm proud of that one. All right. So number 2, this year, I went to TCAF. I think Ursula also mentioned this, but I've always wanted to go to TCAF. It was one of those dream goal scenarios. There's so many cool people at TCAF, the Toronto Comic Arts Festival, and I've always wanted to be part of it. And I was this year, and it was pretty awesome, and I would like to go again in the future, but probably not this year. Definitely not this year. I didn't apply. It tends to be every other year you can apply, so that's fair. So number 3, I'm really happy about becoming more consistent on YouTube. If you didn't know, I used to on and off post on YouTube for a very long time. It would go months and months without posting an update, but I finally saw the light and let Ursula join the channel, and she helped a lot, and I'm glad that we have each other because I don't get things done if there isn't pressure. So thank you, Ursula, for the pressure to actually do this thing. The same goes for number 4, which is I started posting more frequently on social media. I don't know if this is actually true, but I feel in my heart that I'm posting more on social media. So I think that counts too. It's like a heart feeling. So I'm glad with that. And I think that just comes down to scheduling myself better and working with Habitica. I think I started Habitica in 2017. I'm not sure though, honestly. But either way, it's been super helpful for keeping me on track, and I make sure to have social media posts go out at least once a week. So that I am very proud of. Number 5, I am proud of designing a whole bunch of buttons and other merchandise this year. I got a spinny rack thing for our conventions, and it had 12 slots, and I wanted to fill it with 12 sets of buttons. So I went ahead and I did it. Ursula helped me with a few of the set designs, but I did some of my own art, which was cool, even though I don't like doing art. So there you go. And it sold a lot, so I'm very happy about that. So number 6, kind of in the same line, I started an Etsy store. I also started a Store Envy and a Ticktail, and eventually decided on Etsy for a multitude of reasons. But I'm happy with my Etsy store. There's been a lot of bumps in the road, which is a struggle, but I'm overall proud of my progress on that. I really like all the pictures I've taken. I like the aesthetic, and I've been enjoying sending things out. It's a lot more personal than the print-on-demand kind of sites that we've used in the past, though it is also a lot more expensive. Anyways, so number 7, on the same, we're going down the same line, I guess. I'm really happy about the Magpie Kickstarter. I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to fund it, but in the 11th hour, not even the 11th hour. I think it was like closer to like the 12th, not the 12th. I don't know. Whatever. It was very, very close to not being funded, but it did get funded, and that was crazy. And I was not prepared for it to be funded. Yet I was able to get all the production of the books done like ridiculously fast, especially compared to how long it took us to get Scourge of 9 issue 1 out. And yeah, I'm overall just really happy with how that turned out. I really like the new book covers for the Magpie, and I'm really excited to see Volume 3 in the future. Number 8, I began live streaming again. I used to live stream in the past, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm really glad to get back to live streaming. I just like the audience interaction stuff. It makes me happy, makes me able to let loose a little bit, and I've just been enjoying that, so that's a simple one. Number 9, I created the Discord. Okay, this one took me a long time, so that's why I'm pretty proud of the whole accomplishment of like starting the Discord, because man, you guys had to badger me a lot, and eventually I took the plunge and I did it, and it was scary and it's been stressful. There's like a sore bit at the tip of my tongue, so I imagine I sound weird. But yeah, it's been stressful, but it's been also super rewarding, and it's been really fun to just interact with all you guys. Number 10, finally this year I started a few new novels. I think I started 2. One was a complete failure. The other one's like halfway done, but I just got bored of it. But I'm really proud of like starting something new and not getting stuck in like a noveling rut. And in the future, maybe I'll like clean them up. Who knows? I'm just happy that I did it. It's not always about it's not always about succeeding, it's about trying things. So that's my happiness there, I guess. All right, so that moves me into my goals, my bonus goals, and my dreams. I like to categorize things thusly. Ursula did the same, because it's good to have something to strive to if like you manage to complete all of your goals. It's good to be a little crazy, a little shoot for the starsy, but you have to set some reasonable goals for yourself so that you actually achieve something by the end of the year. Sometimes it turns out your goals were silly, and it's okay to get rid of them though. And the dreams thing, dreams are just things that are completely out of my control. They're just things I would like to have happen, but like unlike goals, I can't really work towards them. So there you go. So my top 3 goals for 2019. Number 1, I want to be able to put the Moonlight Anthology together. I want to put together the Moonlight Anthology, which is my queer werewolf anthology. I'm like the main editor. Ursula's kind of helping, but like this is definitely a lot more on my plate than on hers. And I'm really excited about putting this together, and I really hope it's both successful in the Kickstarter and in the completion of the Kickstarter if it goes so far. And like even before then, I hope I am able to put it all together really nicely and just make something really cool. Something I'm really scared about and really excited for, which I guess makes it a really good goal. So number 2 this year, I want to put together a new comic or graphic novel, and by that I don't mean like a brand new series. No, like I do not have that kind of time in my life. I'm talking about I want to either get 9 issue 1 printed and out in people's paws. You gotta say pause for 9. It's on brand. Come on, guys. Or I want to get Magpie into people's talons, Magpie Volume 3. Both are like in the works. We'll see which one kind of gets done, and see what falls, what the cards say when that time comes around. But I definitely want to get something new out, something new in the store, and just all around excited once again for that. All right, and number 3, I want to add new merchandise to the store. I want to make new button sets and other things. That's like, that's achievable. That's something I should do, and I'm excited to do, because I want to make things cool. I don't know. I don't know. It's just my goal. If I make one new button design, I'll be happy. All right. So for my bonus goals, I have 3 of these because Ursula had 3 and I'm copying her. My bonus goal, I want to edit my novel, Honeywell's secret novel guy thing. I want to edit that like a 4th time, I think. Clean it up and maybe do something with it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure entirely what I want to do with it. This makes it a bad goal because goals should be specific, Bones. I don't know. I have dreams with it, but I don't know what'll happen. I just want to make it even cleaner than it is. It needs a lot of like prose tightening, I'd imagine. Unless I look at it and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, this is worse than I remember. Either way, I'm going to look at it and see what happens there. Number 2, my dream goal is to expand outward from just buttons. And I mean this in the Etsy store thing. I want to get some new products that are like not buttons. I have a couple ideas of like where I want to go with this. However, I don't want to like pin down exactly which direction I want to go. I want to explore some different ideas and then, go with one of them. Maybe not all of them. Like, start one endeavor at a time, Bones. It's a lot of investments to kind of do a new product line, I guess. Either way, that's a bonus goal of mine. And number 3, my final bonus goal is I want to work on my nano novel, the one that I didn't quite finish. Okay, I really didn't finish. I don't think I got halfway through, but I wrote a lot of it and I really like everything about it. I just got tired with it and I'd really like to work on it some more in 2019. In the 2019 times, that's when I want to be working on it. So I guess that leaves me with my 2 beautiful dreams. And like, okay, I'm going to just side note that my dreams are totally the same as Ursula's. Like, I would love to get a lot more followers. I'm really hoping to grow subscriber count even more. It's cool. I think we can do it. I'm really happy for how far we've come, obviously. Yeah, thank you for that, by the way. But I'm going to go off in a different direction for dreams so I don't like completely copy her. So my number 1 dream is to actually finish my first draft of that nano novel, or like any novel, honestly. I'd love to finish a first draft. I always want to finish a first draft. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. Like, I have no control whether or not this thing gets finished. I've come to realize this, unfortunately, time and time again. So my dream is to finish my nano novel, but, might not happen. My number 2 dream is to, like, get up the confidence to vlog, I guess, / face cam for live streams. But I also don't know how much control I have over this because I'm just shy and there's going to be a lot going on this year outside of just like YouTube stuff that might not make that possible. So I'm just going to put that on the dream goal list rather than something achievable. And bonus 11th thing that I did this year, I'm just realizing it right now. That I finished 9 Point Volume 2 too. That's something I did. I'd love to finish more 9 Point this year. I should. Maybe I should make that also a goal. Add that to my goals for 2019 and finish 9 Point Volume 3, the writing of thing. Yeah, that's a good goal. I'm gonna go with that. That's tacked on. I added 2 bonuses this year. They're not bonuses. They're like a goal and like a thing I already did. We're starting the year right by not planning well. I'm sure in the future, like this month, we'll talk a lot about goal setting. I think that's a good theme for January. We're all thinking about our New Year's resolutions, so look forward to that. Okay. I'm actually way far in the past, and I still have like Christmas things to get done. So hi from the past, and hi 2019. Okay, goodbye. Or I guess see you soon. What does that mean? That sounds ominous. Okay, stop.